Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss the case of Apna Punjab Resorts Limited versus Principal Commissioner of Income Tax. This case has been reported in 107 ITR Tribunal page number 11. The matter has been decided by Chandigarh ITAT A bench and the date of the judgment is 24th February 2023. This case is on section 263 revision by the Commissioner of Income Tax. Nowadays, if we will analyze the frequency of the judgments of the various tribunals, then we came to know that in every 4 or 5 cases, one case is on section 263. The interpretation of this can be drawn that the commissioners are using their power under section 263 in a very open-hearted manner. But when this power is being used, they are not using this power according to the mandate of section 263. The broad guidelines of using section 263 is that the order of the assessing officer should be erroneous and it should be prejudicial to the interest to the revenue. For holding an order to be erroneous, there are some parameters, but we have seen that whenever an order is revised, it is not told in the notice that how the order of the assessing officer is erroneous. Just pinpointing one or the other thing, the orders are revised in a very arbitrary manner, which leads to a very lengthy litigation for the assessee in the concluded manners where the assessment has been completed. This is one of the perfect case which defines the use of arbitrariness in the power of the Commissioner of Income Tax in using the power of section 263. In this case, the assessee issued shares at premium. As all we know that there is section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b which talks about that the premium received by the assessee can be taxed if it is more than the fair market value. And the fair market value according to rule 11 UA can be determined by 2 methods. Now in new rules some more methods have been prescribed, but in the older rules there were broadly 2 methods. First is discounted cash flow method and the second is net asset value method. It is the choice of the assessee that he can opt any of the method. In this case, the assessee calculated the fair market value according to the discounted cash flow method, which was accepted by the assessing officer and the assessment was done. Apart from that, there was second issue also. In this case, the assessee was in a hotel business. The assessee has to import some machinery for which the assessee needs some licenses, and for obtaining those licenses, the assessee has to give the bank guarantee for which the assessee has to make the fixed deposits. So the assessee made the fixed deposits. The interest which was received by the assessee on these fixed deposit was reduced by the assessee in calculating the cost of the machinery to be capitalized into the books of accounts, and it was not taken into other income. And this view was accepted by the learned assessing officer during the assessment proceedings. But after completing the assessment, the Commissioner of Income Tax initiated the revision proceedings under section 263, first on the ground that the assessee should not have used the method discounted cash flow method, he should have used the method net asset value method. And the second is that the interest on fixed deposits should be taken as income from other sources. When the assessee moved to the ITAT for both the grounds, the ITAT said that the Commissioner of Income Tax was not justifying in initiating the revision just on the ground that the assessee has to follow the net asset value method for calculating the fair market value and not the discounted cash flow method, because it was the prerogative of the assessee to choose the method. The revenue cannot sit into the armchair of the assessee and cannot decide that how the business is to be done and how the affairs of the business are to be conducted. And on the second issue, the ITAT said that the assessing officer has taken one of the plausible view, and just for substituting his view, the Commissioner of Income Tax cannot initiate the proceedings under section 263. So on both the grounds, the revision proceedings are bad in law. At the end of this video, once again, I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Apna Punjab Resorts Limited versus Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been reported in 107 ITR Tribunal at page number 11, and the matter has been decided by Chandigarh ITAT A bench, and the date of the judgment is 24th February 2023. Thank you, friends.